Right? A very good morning, good afternoon, crypto ambassadors, wherever you are across the world. Let me hope we are fine. Let me hope we are okay. Let me hope everything is moving on well. My name is Sembacha Chris from Uganda. I'm one of the leaders that you are working with in this very wonderful opportunity of cryptocurrency trading using artificial intelligence or using a robot called the Royal Q. Today is a Monday, and of course we know what happens on Monday. Monday, it's always for signals and presets. Monday is teaching you how to set signals within your Royal Q application. And I told you that I changed the course of my training. I changed the course of my training. This time around, when I'm teaching, I am teaching you how to save strategies within your Royal Q application. That's what I am focusing on. How you save strategies within your Royal Q application, and how do you apply the saved strategies in a signal that is being given to you. In a signal that is being given to you. So we have so many trading strategies, as I have been always teaching you. We have so many trading strategies one can use to trade. And last Monday, I remember I talked about is it the bull run strategy? I think I talked about the bull run strategy. So today, I want to talk about the buy poverty strategy. Buy poverty strategy is what I want to talk about today. Is what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today. So if you have saved the strategy, it takes you little time to set the what? To set the signal in your Royal Q. So today, I am focusing on how to save a strategy and how do you apply the saved strategy within your Royal Q or within the signal that is given to you. I see we are still little on this call, so it is very important for you to invite. It is very important as a leader to keep on inviting, because what we are preparing you for is what we call the bull run. The market always, by the end of the year, the market seems to rise, and it is going to be very difficult for you to make the money if you don't know how to set these signals. It is going to be very difficult for you to make the money if you don't know how to set the signals. That's why we give in this time to teach you how you can save the strategies. You know, it is very easy to trade when you have already strategies saved within your Royal Q. It is very easy to trade. Very, very easy to trade if you have strategies saved within your Royal Q. You will not disturb anyone because you have saved your strategies. You know what to do. Reason as to why people are into floating loss: one, wrong settings. Wrong settings. Others, you take long to set a signal. They tell you the signal expires in 5 minutes. 5 minutes time, don't trade the signal. You spend a lot of time setting the signal. You find yourself when other people's robots have sold the coin, for you, you are still in the coin because you entered at different interval, or you entered at different time. So when you save the strategies within your ROQ application, it is very easy for you to set a signal within a short period of time. Within a short period of time. So I would also suggest and give a suggestion to all the leaders that we have here. I think we should focus on people saving these strategies within their ROQ application. That's what I think. That's what we have to do. Because if they save and the strategies are already saved within their ROQ, no one will disturb you. No one will disturb you. You find someone is already 2 months, 3 months, the person cannot set a signal. Cannot set a signal. Can't set what? A signal, which is something which is not good. But if they have saved the settings within their ROQ, it becomes very easy for them to set a signal. Now, don't know if the number has increased, because I want to start. About 96 people. Now, if if you get started, people will find you on the way. Others will start answering questions. How do you see when I answer only people? When I tell you to visit the YouTube channel and I don't answer your questions, because the most people that disturb us a lot in the trainings are those ones that come late. But if you know that every Monday there is a training, why don't you program for it? Why don't you program for it? Program for it, and you know that every Monday there is a training. Every Monday there is a training, and you program for it. Otherwise, let's get started. We are on the bye-bye poverty. Bye-bye poverty strategy. How do you save it within your ROQ application? How do you save the bye-bye poverty strategy within your ROQ application? How do you save it? That's the question. Now, we are going to start with calculations. Calculations are very important because once you master the calculations, the setting is going to be very easy. The setting is very easy once you master the calculations. I repeat, once you master the calculations, the setting is going to be very easy. It is going to be very easy for you. The setting will be very easy for you once you master the calculations. Now, where should you focus more? You should focus more on the calculations, how you calculate and come up with what I'm going to teach you today. Okay. So I'm still logging in my second account. Yeah, don't worry, I'm still logging in my second account. All right. Let me share the screen. Straight away. Let's get started. Bye-bye poverty. Now, we start with calculations. We start with calculations, the bye-bye poverty strategy. Now, bye-bye poverty, we are saying you are going to use 15% of your trading capital as the first buy-in amount. This is the calculations of bye-bye poverty. And bye-bye poverty, it is for people with $200 and above. This strategy that I'm giving you, the buy poverty, it is for people with $200 trading capital and above. The buy poverty, it is for people with $200 and above. Now, what are some of the basics that you should consider? One, you are trading under sub-bin mode. You are trading under sub-bin mode. This is the buy poverty. You know, some people, you are very funny. I introduce a strategy, I give it a name, and then you start comparing it with other strategies. This is buy poverty. It is the buy poverty. All of the strategies that we have been teaching you have different settings and have different names. We are having the bull run strategy. We have the start small and win big, and the super start small and win big. Those are different strategies. You even listen to the names. Names are different. Super, start small and win big. Then there is start small and win big. Those are two different ones. The other one is super, start small, and this one is start small and win big. Then we have buy poverty and super buy poverty. Then we have bull run strategy, then super bull run strategy. Those are two different what? Strategies. You are trading under sub-bin mode. You are trading under sub-bin mode. AI margin call. AI margin call is on. It should be on. AI margin call, it should be on, and you are trading under sub-bin mode. You are trading under sub-bin mode. You are trading under sub-bin mode. AI margin call should be on. AI margin call should be on. Now, what is the calculation? You are going to use 15% of your capital, of your capital as first buy in amount, as the initial first buy in amount. For example, if you are using $200, trade one coin. Trade one what? Trade one coin. I said the buy poverty, it is for people trading with $200 and above. So if you are using $200, trade one coin. Trade one what? Trade one coin. Use 15%, which is 15 divided by 100 times your $200. Times 200 what? Times $200. Times $200. So this is 0.15 times 200, which is giving us $30. It is giving us 30. It is giving us $30. What does it mean? It means that the $30 are going to become your FFBA. FFBA. It is the initial first buy in amount. It is the initial first buy in amount. Now, get this 30, divide it by 5. Divide it by what? By 5. 5 becomes your number of margin calls. 5 becomes the number of margin calls. 5 becomes the number of margin calls. So if you divide 30 divided by 5, you are getting 6. You get 6. You get 6. 6 becomes the second first buy in amount. 6 becomes the second first buy in amount. 6 becomes the second first buy in amount. Meaning that if you are trading using $200, you are going to trade one coin and you will invest $30 at first in the coin. If the robot buys the coin, you are going to change from $30 and you put $6 because $6 become your second first buying amount. The $6 become your second first buying amount, and you are going to trade with 5 margin calls. You are going to trade with 5 margin calls. So you are going to be in under sub-bin mode. You are going to be trading under sub-bin mode, and the AI margin call is supposed to be on. The AI margin call is supposed to be on. Now, I go to another example. We are on the buy by poverty. We are on the buy by poverty. We are on the buy by poverty strategy. We are on the buy by poverty strategy. I told you we are going to start with calculations. If you understand the calculation, the setting is going to be very easy for you. Let's say you are trading using $500. You are trading using $500. Trade one coin. Trade one what? Trade one coin. So when you trade one coin, get 15%. That is 15 divided by 100 times $500. 15 divided by 100 times $500. That is 0.15 times 500. It is 0.15 times 500, which is $75. It is 75 what? $75. So $75, it is your FFBA. It is your FFBA. It is the initial first buying amount. It is the initial first buying amount or the first buying amount. Then get this 75. 75 divided by 5. 5 is the number of margin calls. 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 So if you divide 75 divided by 5, 75 divided by 5, you are getting 15. You are getting $15. You get $15. So $15 becomes your second first buy in amount. It becomes your second first buy in amount. Meaning that if you are trading using $500, you are going to trade one coin. And in this coin, you are going to first invest $75. You are going to first invest $75. When the robot buys the coin, change from 75 and you put $15. And you put 15 what? And you put $15. So you are going to trade with 5 margin calls. You will trade with 5 margin calls under sub-bin mode, under sub-bin mode, under sub-bin mode, and the AI margin call is supposed to be off. The AI margin call, the AI margin call is supposed to be on. The AI margin call is supposed to be on. So I'm going to another example. I told you once you master the calculation, the setting is going to be very easy for you, and we shall see how you can set it or how you can save it within your LP. Note the buy by poverty strategy. It gives you a lot of profit. It gives you a lot of profit when you trade with it. The buy by poverty strategy. It gives you a lot of profit when you trade with it. But it is for people who are patient with floating loss. It is for people who are patient with floating loss. The buy by poverty strategy gives you a lot of profit when you trade using it. But it is for people who are patient with the market, people who are patient with floating loss. If you know that you have a small heart, like that one of a rat, don't trade using this strategy. However, it is our role as leaders to teach you this, because our our risk appetite is not the same. The risk appetite is not the same. There are those ones who fear, and there are those ones who don't fear. I go on. You are trading using $1,000. Trade one coin. Trade one coin. Using the buy by poverty. Using the buy by poverty, meaning that it is going to be 15%. That is 15 divided by 100 times your $1,000. Times your $1,000. Times your $1,000. Times your $1,000, which is 0.15 times 1,000. 0.15 times 1,000. That is $150. 150, it becomes your FFBA. It is the initial first buying amount. It is the initial first buying amount. Then get 150. Get 150, divide it by 5. 5 is the number of margin calls. 5 is the number of calls, of margin calls. Now, if you divide 150 divided by 5, you are getting 30. You get 30. 30 becomes your second first buying amount. It becomes your second first buying amount. Meaning that if you are trading using $1,000, you are going to trade one coin. You will trade one coin, and in that coin you will first invest $150. You will first invest $150 as the initial first buying amount. If the robot buys the coin, change from 150, and you put 30, and you put 30 what? And you put $30, the first buying amount. You will trade with 5 margin calls. You will trade with 5 margin calls, and then you are going to be under sub-bin mode. Under sub-bin mode, and the AI margin call is supposed to be on. I'm going to another example. I'm giving you all these examples for you to understand. I'm giving you all these examples for you to understand, but some people are very funny. Some people are very funny. And why do you come in the training without somewhere you are writing? Without somewhere you are writing. You are bringing the head, and you know the problem. You are very good at forgetting. You are very good at forgetting, but you come with your head in the training. And you expect to put all these things in one mind, in one head. You are using $800. Trade one coin as your trading capital. Use 15%. Use 15%, which is 0.15 times 800. Times 800. So the thing is 0.15 times 800. That is $120. $120 becomes your FFBA. Becomes your FFBA. It is the initial first buying amount. It is the initial first buying amount. Then get 120, divide it by 5. 5 becomes your number of margin calls. 5 becomes your number of margin calls. Now, if you divide 120, divide it by 5, you get 24. You get 24. 24 becomes the SFBA. It is the second first buying amount. It is the second first buying amount. So you are going to be trading under sub-bin mode. AI margin call is going to be on. You are trading under sub-bin mode. AI margin call is going to be, it is going to be on. I think the examples are enough. Even if someone is not good at understanding, the calculations are enough. Even the blind can see what I'm talking about. Even the blind can see what I'm talking about. Let me give you another last example. Last example, I told you the buy poverty strategy. It is for people using $200 and above. $200 and above. $200 and above. So this one is using $80, $100. Calculate for me. $100. What about $30? What about 20? Don't ask the questions. Go and use the start small and win big. Hey. Okay. Another example. $700. Trade one coin. Use 15%. Which is 15 divided by 100 times 700 what? Dollars. Then it is 0.15 times 700. 0.15 times 700. 0.15 times $700, which is 105. So $105 becomes your FFBA. It is the initial first buy in amount, or it is the first buy in amount. Then get 105, divide it by 5. 5, this 5, I told you, it is the number of margin calls. It is the number of margin calls. This is 15 divided by 5. You get 21. You get 21. 21 becomes your SFBA. SF what? SFBA. SFBA, it is your second first buy in amount. So you are going to be trading one coin with you invest $105 in it. You invest $105 in it at first, and then after the robot has bought the coin, you are going to change from 105 and you put 21. And you put 21 what? $21. So you are trading with 5 margin calls and a sub-bin mode, and the AI margin call is supposed to be on. If you have understood that, type a 3 in the chat. Because I'm done with the calculations. Type a 3 in the chat if you have understood that. If you have understood that, type a 3 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 3 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 3 in the chat. I'm done with the calculations. If you have understood that, type a 3 in the chat. It is the buy poverty. You know, this thing that I'm driving right now, I'm teaching people how to save these strategies within your RoyalQ application. And I think it is the best. Because if you have your strategies saved, it is going to be very easy for you to trade, because the strategies are already saved within your RoyalQ. I'm teaching you how to save the strategies. At the same time, how do you apply the saved strategy in a given signal? How do you apply the saved strategy in a given signal? Now, I just feel pity to people who don't want to be part of the training, of the Mondays training, and yet you have challenges in setting the signals. And yet you can save them, because as a result of people not knowing how to set the signals, now we have resulted into teaching people how to save them within their RoyalQ application. In that, when you are given a signal, it is very easy for you to set the signal. Otherwise, you can take a screenshot, post it in your training group, put on an emoji, a laughing emoji. You put it there on that screenshot. As you are laughing, for those people who don't want to come to the Monday training. Take a screenshot of the training. Put it there in your training group. In your training group, put a laughing emoji. You are laughing to those who don't want to come to the training. I'm done with the calculations. Now, how do you save the strategy within your RoyalQ application? That is the question. I'm done with the calculations. I'm done with the what? With the calculations. How do you save the strategy within your RoyalQ? Open your RoyalQ application. That's how it looks when you open it. That's how it does. It looks. Let me first see the news. The TRC20 withdraw and deposit system maintenance notice. Okay, for those ones who are using the TRC20 network to withdraw money from RoyalQ to your Binance, just know that there is a system maintenance. The message has just come here. Withdrawals are saying waiting to arrive. Don't worry, there is a maintenance. The network has been very congested. Congested means there are so many people using it. So now it is congested. So they are trying to maintain it. Everything will be fine. Okay. So now, how do you save the strategy? That's the main point. How do you save the what? The strategy. Come and you click at mine here. Come and you click at mine there. When you click at mine, come here at my strategy setting and you click here. You click there. After clicking there, you see me, I have saved a lot of strategies within my RoyalQ. I have saved a lot of what? Strategies, which makes my trading very easy. Come here. And you click on plus. You click on that plus. I'm repeating the steps for each one of us to understand. Come and you click at mine. The word mine is here down. Here. It is here down. After clicking on mine, scroll down here, and you come to my strategy setting. When you click on my strategy setting, make sure you click on this arrow, on that arrow. Tap, it will open. Then come and you click on the plus button. This plus, it is there. The plus symbol. When you click on the plus symbol, come on the word remark. Do you see remark? 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 Put in the strategy name. Put in the strategy name. For example, it is the bye-bye poverty. Bye-bye poverty strategy. Since the strategy applies to different trading capital, you can also indicate the trading capital you are using. And I told you the bye-bye poverty, it is for people using $200 and above. So let's say it is bye-bye poverty strategy, but it is for $200. It is for $200, meaning that the strategy I'm saving, it is bye-bye poverty, but it is $200. Since it applies to different trading capital, you can use it on 200, you can use it on 500 trading capital, you can use it on 700, you can use it on 800, you can use it on 1,000. Now, me, so far what I'm saving right now, I am saving for $200. Now, we said the AI should be on. We said the AI should be on. The AI. Don't switch it off. This one, don't switch it off. Don't switch it off. The AI should be on. Now, what are the calculations of the first buy-in amount? What are the calculations of the first buy-in amount? This is the answer. You are trading using $200. Trade one coin. You get 15% of $200. Of 200 what? Of $200, which is 0.15 times 200 times 2 what? 200, which is giving you $30. It is giving you $30. So the $30, it is the initial first buy-in amount. It is the initial first buy-in amount, meaning that here on the first buy-in amount, we are going to put $30. We shall put $30. We shall put $30. At first, we put $30. $30. Then, what is the number of margin calls? The word margin call limit, this word margin call limit, it means number of margin calls. It means number of margin calls. It means number of margin calls. I repeat it. Margin call limit. It means number of margin calls. Now, how do we get the number of margin calls to put here? We said it is 200. It is 200 trade one coin, which is 15 divided by 100 times $200, which is giving us 0.15 times 200, which is giving us $30. $30 becomes our initial first buy-in amount. Then divide 30, divide it by 5. And I told you 5 becomes the number of margin calls. 5 becomes the number of margin calls. 5 becomes, it is constant. You divide it by 5. It is constant. You divide it by what? By 5. Now, 5 becomes our number of margin calls. When you divide 30 divided by 5, you get 6. 6 becomes your second first buy-in amount. It becomes your second first buy-in amount. What does it mean? It means that if the robot buys the coin using the $30, if the robot buys the coin using the $30 at first, then change from $30 and you put 6. Now, according to what I have told you, what is the number of margin calls to be put here? What is the number of margin calls to be put here? There is somewhere where I said 30 divided by 5, and 5 becomes what and what? Then you get 6. 6 becomes your second. What is the number to be put here? What is the number to be put there? What is the number to be put there? What is the number to be put here? To be put there? Now, you who is saying 6, 6 is coming from where? 6 is coming from where? 6 is coming from where? Ojagwe bibuzo. Some people will fail exams because you don't listen. You will fail exams because you don't listen. And what you participate here, it is what you are going to save. Me, I know you. It is what you will save in your royal queue. Okay, for those ones who have said 5, for those ones who have said 5, let me first get my pointer here. Sorry for that. Let me first get my pointer. For those ones who have said 5, I give you a tick. I give you a tick. Then this one who has said 6, you have failed the exam. You have failed the exam. This is X. Visti teacher. Visti teacher. Visti teacher. Visti teacher. X. Tick, 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 tick. 5. So, yes, So if 5 is the answer, come here and you put 5. You put 5. You put 5. So if you put 5 here on whole position, take a profit. Whole position, take a profit ratio. This is already 3%. The signals that we give you have a take a profit of 3%. TP. The word TP, this word TP means whole position take a profit ratio. And most of the signals that we give you, here have a take a profit of 3%. Have a take a profit of 3%. Have a take a profit of 3%. Have a take a profit of what? Of 3%. Meaning that if you are saving the strategy, put here 3%. Put here 3%. Put there 3%. Put there 3%. Come here on take a profit callback. You put 0.1. Put 0.1. Then come here on buy in callback. Buy in callback here. Put 0.1 also. Put 0.1 also. Then come here on sub position. Sub position. Take a profit here. Sub position. You put 0.1 also. We are on the buy by poverty. Buy by poverty. Then you come here on strategy period. Click on cycle. It will change to one shot. It changes to what? To one shot. So after that, come to margin configuration. Come to margin configuration. Come to margin configuration here. When you come to margin call drop, this side here. On the first call, it is 0.2. 0.2. Second call, it is 0.3. Third call is 0.5. Then the fourth call, it is 1%. And the fifth call, it is 1%. When you come to this side of multiple buy-in ratio, this side, put 5, and here 5, and here 5, and here 5, and here 5. This is buy by poverty. Buy by poverty. You put 5, 5, 5, and 5 there, plus 5 there. Then you save the strategy. You click on sure. After clicking on sure, save the strategy. Click on save. Click on what? Click on save. Have you seen my strategy? It is there. The buy by poverty. It is saved. It is saved. Now, how do you apply this strategy within your RoyalQ app? How do you apply it? Remember, when you are given a signal like this signal here, this is a trading signal for new people. If you have just started the business, when you see something like this on the group, this is a trading signal. This is a trading what? A trading signal. Now, when you are given a signal, what should you consider when you already saved a strategy? What should you consider when you already saved your strategy within your RoyalQ application? What should you consider? One thing, it is the name of the coin. The second thing, it is the preset. This is not needed. This is not needed. And this is not needed. Plus this, it's not needed. Why? Because we already saved it as 3% in our strategy. Let me go back and show you what I'm meaning. This is our saved strategy. This is our what? This is our saved strategy. All of it. It is what we call the buy-buy. It is what we save. Now, in the signal, what do they mean by take a profit ratio? This one. Take a whole position, take a profit callback. This one, take a profit callback. In the signal, you are given 0.01, but in your strategy, you saved 0.1 in your strategy. That means if you put here 0.01, you are changing the strategy. You are changing the strategy. You see, typical back. Eh? It means whole position, take a profit callback. It means the whole position, take a profit callback. And in your strategy, you already saved it as 0.1. So this one, you don't need it. You don't need it in the signal. This, you don't need it because you already saved it. Now, if you come on drop, this one you also don't need it. Why? Why you don't need it? Because you already saved it. Drop, this word drop, the 15 part. Word drop, it means this. It means this. It means this here. Drop. So you don't need the 15%. Because you already saved 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1%, and 1%. If you change, then you are changing the strategy. You are changing the what? The strategy. Now, that's why I'm telling you, in the signal, if you already saved your strategy in Royal Q, what you need from the signal, it is the name of the coin given to trade plus the preset. This, you don't need it. This, you don't need it. And this, you don't need it. Why don't you? Why this is not needed? You already saved it as 3% here. You already saved it as 3%. So you no longer need it because you already saved it. Are we together? Are we together? You don't need that if you already saved your strategy in your RoyalQ application. I repeat it. If you already saved your strategy in your RoyalQ application, there are things that you don't need from the signal. There are things that you don't need from the signal. And what are these things that you don't need from the signal? It is this. This. And this. You don't need it from the signal because you already saved your strategy. What you need, it is the name of the coin given to trade, and you need the preset. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. You trade in sub-bin mode. The AI margin call is supposed to be on. So if you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat if you have understood that. Type a 1. Why do you rush? Grace, I am the one teaching. I am the one teaching. Why do you rush? I'll give you an X. Why do you rush? I'll give you an X. Why do you rush? You are rushing, going where? You are asking me how do you place the preset? I'm giving you an X. You are rushing from where? If you are going somewhere, go. Leave us from in the training. I'm still teaching. Going slowly and making sure that you have understood what I'm talking about. You are rushing. I'll give you an X. That is an X. Where are you rushing? Where are you going? Yes. So if you have understood that, then it is going to be very easy. Now, look for the name of the coin given to you to set in your RoyalQ application. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? Come and you click on this search bar. When you click on this search bar, some people, you are saying you are not seeing the coins. Come and you click on all. Click on all. Click on all. Because once you go to favorite and you look for the coin, let me show you. This is under favorite. When you go to favorite and you look for the coin, it is GTC. You will not find it. But come to all. Click on all. When you click on all, the coin is here. Have you seen? When you click on all, then search for the coin that you want, GTC, which is being given in the signal. It is the coin GTC given in the signal. After that, click anywhere on the coin. Click anywhere on the coin. Then come and you click on I understand. Click on I understand. Click on what? I understand. Then come down here and you click on create. Then click on martingale. Click on martingale and then come down here to trade setting. Here down to trade setting here. Trade setting. Then come to manually create. Manually create. When you come to manually create, because we said you are trading under sub-bin mode, come strategy mode, change the mode. Change the mode. Click here. Click here and change the mode to sub-bin mode. This is what I'm talking about. Sub-bin mode. Change it to sub-bin mode. After changing it to sub-bin mode, I said the AI should be on. Don't switch it off. Then come and you choose a strategy. Click on choose a strategy. Choose a strategy. If you look at this coin, it has nothing. It has 5 margin calls. It has 1.3. It has 0.3. It has 0.5. So if I come and I choose a strategy here, choose a strategy here, I'm going to select the strategy which I saved. It is here. The strategy which I saved, it is here. The buy by poverty of 200. Then I'm going to click on the strategy. Click on the strategy anywhere. You click anywhere on the strategy. Tap these settings. Have you seen that there is a change? Where there is 7, it is now 5. Where there was 1.3, it is now 3%. Where there is what? It has changed. The what? The settings have what? Have entered in. The settings have entered in. Change the strategy mode to sub-bin mode. After that, change the first buy in amount. Change the first buy. Change the first buy in amount. The first buy in amount of $200. It is 200 trade one coin, 15% of $200, which is 0.15 times 200, which is giving us $30. It is giving us 30 what? $30. And I told you $30 become your FFBA. So come here and you put 30. You put 30. You put $30. After that, save the strategy down. Save the strategy down and you click on sure. After clicking on sure, this word, first preset buy in price. First preset buy in price, this word, it means preset. It means preset in the signal. In the signal, it means preset. So you come and you click here, you enter the preset. This preset here. You enter the preset, which is 0.665. Come and you click here and you enter 0.665. Then you click on sure. Click on sure. After clicking on sure, come and you click on activate. And you click on create. You click on create. You wait for the robot to buy. You wait for the robot to buy. You wait for the robot to buy. Immediately, if the robot buys, it means the $30 you put as your initial first buy-in amount have already gone to the market. The $30 that you put as the initial first buy-in amount have already gone to the market. And how do you know that the robot has used the $30? You come here. Some people you delay changing the first buy-in amount. You come here, you will see the $30 position amount. You will see the $30 that have gone to the market at first. Then come back to trade setting. Come back here to trade setting and change from $30 and you put $6. You put $6. You put six what? You put $6. Where is the $6 coming from? Where is the $6 coming from? Someone may ask me that question. The calculation is where $200 trade one coin. Use 15% of $200 as your initial first buy-in amount, which is 0.15 times $200, giving us $30. And I told you the $30 become your FFBA. It is the initial first buy-in amount. That's why at first here we started with $30. We started with $30 as the first buy-in amount. As the first buy-in amount. Then I told you, divide 30, divide it by 5. And I said 5 becomes your number of margin calls. It is here that we put here 5. Then if you divide 30, divide by 5, you are getting 6. 6 becomes your second first buy-in amount. It becomes your second first buy-in amount. It becomes your second first buy-in amount. Meaning that after the robot buying this coin using the $30, after the robot buying this coin using the $30, change from $30 and you put 6 and you put $6 because 6 is your second first buy-in amount. It is your second first buy-in amount. That's why I told you, you wait for the robot to buy the coin. You wait for the robot to first buy the coin, because if the robot buys the coin, it means the $30, have already gone to the market, or the robot has already used the $30 to buy the coin. Then change, come back to trade setting, and you change from $30, the initial first buy-in amount. Change from $30 and you put $60 as your second first buy-in amount. Then after that, you click on save. You click on save. You leave the strategy to run. You leave the strategy to run by itself. If you have understood that, type a 2. Type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. Please try. Why do we use 15%? Who has told you to use 15%? What did I say? Hey. Yay! People are going to fail exams. People are going to fail exams, my friend. You will get an F9. You are going to get an F9. I'm telling you. You will get an F9. Not even a pass. Because you don't listen. You will get an F9. I'm telling you. You will fail exams for nothing. I have just joined. That's not our problem. For us, we started earlier. If for you have just joined. It's a Monday. It's a what? It's a Monday, my brother. It is a Monday. What should I give you? It is a Monday. It is what? It is a Monday. So if you have understood that, type 2 in the chat. Now, I'm going to another example for us to understand. Margin call button. Margin call is supposed to be on. Margin call is supposed to be on. The margin call button is supposed to be on. Because if it is off, the robot will not buy the margin calls. It will not buy the margin calls. There are two things. We have the AI margin call and then the margin call. The margin call. The AI and the margin call, they're supposed to be on. Using this strategy, the buy by poverty. I will not talk about the margin configuration because I've already saved the strategy when people are seeing. Another example, you came late. Rosette Wanja, you came late. You came late, accept that. You will fail exams. Margin configuration, I have talked about it. I have talked about it. Come early and you learn. Now, we are going to another different trading capital. We are going to another what? Another different trading capital. Let me show you. And if you came late, learn from this now. Learn from this example that I'm going to give. If you fail to learn from there, you will follow the training to our YouTube channel. It is saved. It's a Monday. Monday. It is okay. You take a screenshot, you post it in the group. Tell them you are missing. What you are missing, you don't know. You don't know it. It is a Monday. $500. Let's say you are using $500 trading capital. Trade one coin. Trade one what? Trade one coin. You want to use the bull run, the buy by poverty. Buy by poverty strategy. What are the calculations of $500? You are going to use 15% of $500, which is 0.15 times 500. Times 500. Times 500. 0.15 times 500. Here you are getting $75. $75 becomes your initial first buy-in amount, or what we call the FFBA. FFBA. Very simple to understand. FFBA. It becomes your the initial first buy-in amount. Then divide 75. Divide it by 5. And I told you 5 becomes your number of margin calls. It becomes the number of margin calls. Now, if you divide 75 divided by 5, if you divide 75 divided by 5, you get 15. You get 15. You get 15. 15 becomes your second first buy-in amount. It becomes your second first buy-in amount. Meaning that if your trading capital is $500, you are going to trade one coin. You are going to trade one coin with $75 as your initial first buy-in amount. Then after the robot buying the coin, change from $75 and you put $15. And you put $15. And you put $15. Then you are going to trade with 5 margin calls. You will trade with 5 margin calls. You are going to be trading under sub-bin mode. The strategy mode is sub-bin mode. AI margin call is supposed to be on. AI margin call is supposed to be on. Note. This strategy gives you a lot of profit, but it is very good for people who don't fear floating loss. I repeat, the strategy gives you a lot of profit, but it is very good for people who don't fear floating loss. The strategy gives you a lot of profit, but it is very good for people who don't fear floating loss. The buy poverty strategy. The buy poverty. If you know you are always very good at complaining in your leader's inbox, in the group chats, hey, my coin has spent 1 month. My coin has spent 2 months. 1 week. It's not selling. I don't know. The problem is where? The settings. What? I feel like quitting. My friend, these things, I joined. I don't understand them. Oh, uncle, auntie, grandpa, please save me. What? My money. Can I convert it and I remove some money from the coin? Then I use it for other things. Those things you want to bypass. If you know you fear floating loss, then you don't use the buy poverty strategy. However, it is giving you much profit. So that is the calculation. Now, how do you save it? How do you save this in your YouTube? How do you save this for 500? How do you save it in your YouTube? Now, those ones who are very good at understanding, now they have already understood what to do. Yeah, I know you have already understood what to do. You come and you click on mine. Click on mine. The word is mine here. The word is mine. Scroll down here. Click on the word my strategy setting. And you come here. You click here. Click on that white arrow. This one here. Then come here on the plus button. This plus here. Someone may say, I have not seen it. This plus here. Have you seen that plus? That plus sign? Click on plus. After clicking on plus, come here on remark. Sorry, the network. In Africa, everything is possible. In Africa, everything is possible. The network was not okay, but I continue to share my screen. So as I told you, name the strategy. It is buy poverty strategy. After that, calculate the first buy-in amount. We said, let me see those ones who are following. We said $500. Trade 1 coin. Use 15%. That is 15 divided by 100 times $500. Times $500, which is 0.15 times 500, giving us $75. And I said $75 becomes our FFBA. It is the initial first buy-in amount, or it is the first buy-in amount we shall use at the start. It is the first buy-in amount we shall use at the start. It is the first buy-in amount we shall use at the start. It is the first buy-in amount we shall use at the start. Then we say, get 75, divide it by 5. 5 becomes your number of margin calls. 5 becomes your number of margin calls. If you divide 75 divided by 5, you get around 15. You get 15. 15 becomes your second first buy-in amount. It becomes your second first buy-in amount. After the robot buying the coin using $75, change from 75 and you put 15. Now, the question is here. What is the initial first buy-in amount here? What is the initial first buy-in amount here? What is the initial first buy-in amount here? Hey, what is the initial first buy-in amount here? Let me see in the comment section. What is the initial first buy-in amount? Yeah, let me see. What is the initial first buy-in amount there? What is the initial first buy-in amount there? What is the initial first buy-in amount there? Let me see. Hey! Someone is saying 55. This is an F9. F9. This is an F9. F9 is here. Hey, with the it is an F9. You people who are sending the answer here, you are sending away my F9. This is an F9. Hey, with it is an F9. Hey, with a man looking at you like this. F9 with a man looking at you like this. Hey, 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 another F9 here. Another F9 here. Hey, hey, hey. Aya with a pushcat and a tail. Another F9 is there. I don't know where he's getting 15 because I'm talking about the initial first buy-in amount. So I don't know. You people in the comment section, do you see those people telling us 15 and 55? They are the same things they are going to save within the ROQ application. I'm telling you. Wait and see. I'm telling you. Hey, okay. Those ones who said 15, those ones who said 55, those ones who said 75, you are right. You come here and you put 75. What did I say about AI? What did I say about AI? Just type the answer. On or off. Just say on or off. What did I say about AI? On or off. Give me the answer. I see those ones who are following. I like people who participate because you know what is exactly in their mind, what they are going to do. If you don't participate, if you don't do the wrong thing, and you keep quiet with it, we shall not know. We shall not know. But when we know, we shall help you understand. Say, we said it is supposed to be on. Yes, Dad. Fatima, Kenny, Marvis, and others, I give you a tick. I give you a tick. I give you a tick. Yes, you are right. You are right. You are right. It's supposed to be on. Supposed to be on. Now, I'm going to another calculation. We said this, the word margin call limit, it means number of margin calls. It means number of margin calls. Now, Before I ask you for the number of margin calls, let me first calculate for you again and you understand. $500, trade one coin. Use 15%. That is of $500, which is 0.15 times 500, giving us 75. And I said 75, it is our initial first buying amount, or what we call the FFBA. It is the initial first buying amount. That's why here we have put 75 at first. At first you have put 75. Then get 75. Divide it by 5. 5 becomes your number of margin calls. 5 becomes your number of margin calls. When you divide 75, divide it by 5, you get 15. 15 becomes your second first buying amount. It becomes your second first buying amount. Meaning that after the robot buying the coin using $75, you are going to change from $75 and you put 15. You put $15. But 5 is your number of margin calls. 5 is your number of margin calls. Now, if the word margin call limit means the number of margin calls, what should we put here? If margin call limit means the number of margin calls, what should we put there on margin call limit? Let me see. After calculating, someone will still give you a wrong answer. Hey! Can I apply the same strategy? This is an X. Are you seeing? This is an X. F9. F9. F what? F9. Can I apply the same strategy if I have $100? How many times should I sing and tell you that the buy poverty, it is for people trading with $200 and above? I remember I said that. Several times. I said the buy poverty strategy, it is for people using $500 and above. Using $500 and above. That's what I say. Now, this is an F9. I think with a 0, with the tail. F9, you have failed completely. You are demoted. Go back. Nursery. We are not promoted. Go back. Hey, go back. Hey. The strategy is applied and above. This one, you have understood. Hey. Don't give only F9. Also give a U. You're supposed to go back. Go back there. So, some people, they are telling me 5, which is okay. It is 5. It is 5. That is the number of margin calls. Now here, I told you that most signals, all of the signals that we give, because this word here, it means TP. It means TP in a signal given. It means TP. And all of the signals that we give, have a take profit of 3%. All of the signals that we give have a take profit of 3%. Take a profit of 3%. And I told you, this is the take profit. Take a profit is 3%. Take a profit is 3%. Now here, when you are saving your strategy, make sure here you use 3%. So you come here and you put 3%. 3%. 1%. Then you come here, you put 0.1, 0.1. Come here, buy in callback, you put 0.1. Remember, these are settings of buy-by poverty. These are settings of buy-by poverty. Then you come here on sub position, you also put 0.1. Then you come here on strategy period, you change it to one shot. Change it to one shot. Change it to one shot. When you change it to one shot, come to margin configuration. Come to margin configuration. Click here. What are the settings of margin configuration? When you come to margin call drop, make sure on this side, the first call is 0.2, the second is 0.3, the third is 0.5. Then here is 1% and 1%. Save it. 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1%, and 1%. When you come to this side of multiple buy-in ratio, this side here, yeah, this one is supposed to be 5, even here 5, even here 5, even here 5, even here 5. Click on 5. 5, 5, 5, and 5. Now, in your signal, you are given a word drop. This one, you don't need it. Because this word drop, this one here, this word drop here, it means margin call drop. It means margin call drop. Now, this 15%, you don't need it. Why you don't need it? Because in your strategy, you have already saved 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 1%, and 1%. So in the signal, you don't need the drop. You don't need the what? You don't need the drop. I have told you why. Why you don't need the drop. At the same time, you don't need this in the signal. In the signal, you don't need this. This is not needed. This is not needed. This, it's not needed in the signal. Why? This is TP callback. TP callback, it means whole position take a profit callback. You have already saved it by 0.1. You saved it by 0.1. And yet in the signal, you are given 0.01. So this one, you don't need it. Because when saving the when saving the strategy, you already saved it as 0.1. So you don't need it. Then this, you don't need it also. Because I told you the word TP means whole position take a profit ratio. It means whole position take a profit ratio. This is what you saved. You already saved this at 3%. Then after that, you click on save. Save the strategy. You save the strategy within your royal queue. Have you seen the strategy is here? It is already saved. Buy-by poverty strategy, $500. Buy-by poverty strategy, $500. Now, how do you apply the saved strategy? How do you apply the saved strategy within your royal queue? How do you apply? Because whichever strategy that you have saved, you come on my strategy settings here, my strategy settings here. All the strategies that you save are here. All the strategies that you save are here. They are being saved in your royal queue. Now, How do you apply a safety strategy within a signal given to you to trade? What you need from the signal, it is very simple. You need the name of the coin given in the signal plus the preset. This is not needed because it is already saved in our strategy. And this is not needed because we already saved it. And the drop is not needed because we already saved it. We saved it as what? 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1%, and 1%. Therefore, we don't need it. This one, we already saved it. We already saved it in the signal. We already saved it. Then also this one, we already saved it. And this, we have already saved our drops in the signal. What you need from the signal, it is the name of the coin plus the preset. Now, come and you look for the coin. Come and you look for the coin. Click on the search bar. Click on the search bar. Then click on all. Click on all here. Click on all. Click on all. After clicking on all, then click on search. Click on search. Enter the name of the coin. It is GTC. It is GTC. The coin is here. GTC. Click anywhere on the coin. Click anywhere on the coin. When you click on it, it will open. Click on I understand, or you click on this X. When you click on I understand, that cut screen will disappear. So if it disappears, click on create. Click on create. Then you click on martingale. These days, I think everything is simplified. The robot is automatically in martingale. Then you come and you click on create. Click on create. After clicking on create, come to trade setting. I don't know. The network is not stable. That's why it's not bringing the trade settings. Not click on all. Click on who? Click on all. The coin is GTC. Rocky is going to bring it automatically. Click anywhere on this coin. Click anywhere on this coin. Then come here and you click on I understand to disappear. Then come and you click on create. Click on create down here. Click on martingale and again you click on create down here. You click on create. Monday. Network is disturbing like nothing. The screen is showing me that it is loading. That's why it's not displaying the trade setting thing. It's not displaying the trade setting thing. I don't know. Let me try again because I want us to understand. I want us to understand. But the network is not so clear. I don't know where is the problem. I don't know where is the problem, but It's not displaying anything. It's not displaying the trade setting. Okay, so let me try to select another coin and see. Let me try to select another coin and see. You can apply. Oh, it is the same. It is the same. It is the same. It is the same. So, since it is the same as we wait for the network, in Uganda, everything is possible. In Africa, not only in Uganda, in Africa, everything is possible. We get problems with internet. We are not the same like people in Europe who are enjoying the internet like nothing. So, what you should note, what you should consider, it is that these strategies that you are saving, the bye-bye poverty strategy that you are saving, it has two first buy-in amounts. That's one. It has two first buy-in amounts. It has two first buy-in amounts. The initial first buy-in amount and the second first buy-in amount. You get it? But the settings remain the same because whatever capital you have from $200 and above, from $200 and above, you are going to trade with 5 margin calls. You will trade with 5 margin calls. You have the initial first buy-in amount. After the robot buys the coin, change from the initial first buy-in amount and you put another second first buy-in amount. And another thing you should note, we are trading under sub-bin mode. We are trading under sub-bin mode. The AI should be on. The AI margin call should be on, and we are trading under sub-bin mode. We are trading under sub-bin mode, and the AI should be on. The AI should be on. That's what you should note. Let me see if now everything is okay. So if it continues to be like this, then we shall call it a day. It is loading. However, for those people who have been with me at first, you have understood the concept. You have understood the settings and how you apply them in a given signal. How you apply them in a given signal. What you're supposed to change, you change the first buy-in amount, you change the strategy period, you change it to strategy mode, you change it to sub-bin mode, then you apply, you choose a strategy. You choose a strategy, the settings will enter in the coin. Will enter in the coin. Then after there, you click on activate and you click on create. You wait for the robot to buy. When the robot buys, change the first buy-in amount. Change the first buy-in what? In amount. I think it is due to the maintenance, maybe. Because I think they are not handling only one issue, so they are also handling another issue of. That's why the network is not so clear, according to what I see. Otherwise, with this, I want to call it a day because I cannot continue to show you what I'm supposed to show you because the network is down. The network is down. Otherwise, thank you very much for being part of the training. Thank you very much for being part of the training. Thank you very many. for being part of the training. Today is Monday. We love you all. Thank you for representing us wherever you are across the world. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. We love you all. If the training has really done something good to you, if you really have understood something from today's training, a love heart is not bad for me. It's not bad for me. Once you appreciate, that's why we also keep on coming on a daily basis. We keep on coming. Different leaders keep on coming on a daily basis. There is nothing you can give them apart from appreciating them, the good work they do. That's what you can do to them. You get it? So teaching is not easy. Teaching is not easy, my fellow leaders across the world. Teaching is not easy. It's not easy. You have to make sure that everyone understands what you are talking about. But it is not easy. It's not easy. So coming here and start teaching, it's not something easy. So you should appreciate those that come out on a daily basis, at least to share with you something, and they make sure that you understood, that you understand something, that you understand something. So someone is telling me that thank you for teaching us to be flexible. Yeah, you should be flexible for sure. When we stop learning, we will stop earning. Thanks a lot, coach. You have done it again today. God bless you. We love you. I love you too. Thanks for the presentation. Good lesson. Yes. Now, let's go and save these strategies. If you have mastered the calculations and how to save, let's go and save the strategies. If you save the strategies within your royal queue, it is going to become easy. It is going to become easy for you to trade. For example, me, I have shown you in my royal queue. You see, I have so many strategies that are saved. So many strategies that are saved. I just pick a strategy that I want. I have the start small and win big. I have we have the James's strategy. That one I saved it using his name because I have the super start small and win big. I have the buy poverty strategy. So I have the bull run strategy already saved in my royal queue. So when you are trading, I just come here and say, oh, what strategy do I need? I need to start small and win big. Then I come here and I just tap. I tap in the start small and win big. So the settings of start small and win big strategy will be applied in a coin that I want to trade. Then it is going to be very easy for me to trade. Otherwise, learn to save these strategies. It will save you time. It will save you time to trade. It will save you time to trade. It will save you time to trade. Yeah, it will save you time to trade. Otherwise, thank you very much. We love you all. We shall all succeed using Royal Q as a vehicle to succeed.